So welcome back. This is week 2 wrap up, part 3 of the National Football League. So now we're going to talk about the Monday night football games, the Rams and the Giants. The Rams are 0-2, and especially at this point, being 0-2 in this division, how important is Steven Jackson right now with the injury?
Yeah, Steven Jackson is that team. Steven Jackson's extremely important. Sam Bradford has came in and played very well last year, and he'll most likely play very well this year. They don't have very many receivers. I believe they picked up Mike Sims Walker, but they need a bona fide, guaranteed home run threat at receiver. Everybody needs one, and they need one as well. Steven Jackson is that offense. Everything runs through him. As you can see, they didn't run the ball very well when Steven Jackson was not in there.
And as far as the Giants go, they did beat the Rams 28-16. They are 1-1. This is our first broadcast, so I wasn't able to ask you this when it happened. But right before week 1, a lot of reports came out, and then he went up to a press conference and confirmed himself that Eli Manning is an elite quarterback, such as a Tom Brady. Do you believe Eli Manning is in the same class with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers?
I don't believe that Eli Manning's in the same class with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, but I wouldn't put him out of it that just right now. Eli Manning is an elite quarterback. Eli Manning has done what a lot of great quarterbacks have not done. He's won a Super Bowl. Okay, look at Dan Marino, greatest quarterback of all time. Guy is just unbelievable. Man-child beast on the field. No Super Bowl rings. Certain guys just get the chance, certain guys don't. Eli Manning's an elite quarterback, but I'm not going to put him up there with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and those guys right now. He's just not playing at a high enough level for me to give him that kind of respect. I believe he's in at least the top 15 quarterbacks, maybe the top 10, but I wouldn't put him up there with Brady, Rodgers, and Drew Brees or anybody like that.
Playoff team from a year ago. The Chiefs got blown out by the Lions 48-3. Talking about the Chiefs here, they're 0-2 to start the season. Again, a playoff team from last year. What is their biggest question mark right now?
I don't know what their biggest question mark right now is. They are a question mark. The Chiefs have lost both of their games.
Jamal Charles out for the year.
Yeah, Jamal Charles being out for the year. They haven't even scored any points. Their offense is looking really, really bad. They lost their biggest threat on defense in Eric Berry. Jamal Charles out for the year. I'm just not sure what they're going to be able to do. I mean, is Matt Castle regressing? Was that a 2-year thing, a 1-year thing over there in New England, get the big deal, and then you come over into Kansas City, look good 1 year, and then it's starting to look bad the next? There's only 2 games into the season, so they have a long time to make up for any problems that they have to fix. But they got to fix them and fix them fast. They got to keep that O-line healthy, and at the same time, they've got to make sure that Thomas Jones steps his game up and gets out there and runs and beats it out like the quiet running back that he has been for years. People sleep on Thomas Jones all the time, but the man had 1,000-yard seasons consecutively, and he put up good numbers, and he always scored his touchdowns. So when Thomas Jones can step his game up and Dwayne Bowe can start to catch a few balls, and they can possibly do some things over there in Kansas City, but it's looking really bad with your star running back and your star safety out for the season.
And the last team we're going to talk about here today is the team that beat the Chiefs 48-3 and are 2-0, leading the division with the Green Bay Packers in the NFC North. And what a fight that division is turning out to be right now. How far do you think the Detroit Lions can go? 3 years removed. 3 years removed from an 0-16 season.
I think the Detroit Lions can only go upward. They went 0-16. They won 1. Now they went 6-10. Now I'm saying at least 9-7 to 10-6. The Detroit Lions have great promise. As long as Matthew Stafford is healthy, that team is going to go far. They have climbed leaps and bounds. They've got a defensive line that is scary. You got Ndamukong Suh. Then you got Kyle Vanden Bosch. And when he's healthy, you're going to have Nick Fairley as your nose tackle. Who's going to run against that? Nobody's going to want to see those guys. The defense is playing pretty good to allow they put up 40 burgers 2 weeks in a row. There's nothing else to say about the Lions, but they will make the playoffs as long as Matthew Stafford is healthy. and they will do great things. Sad loss for Mikel Ashore. I know that Madden isn't really a big thing, but I played with him on the game. Guy's got a mean stiff arm. So hopefully, when he gets healthy next year, if they at least have made the playoffs, he can stay healthy and help them get over that hump, and he can be able to be a force to be reckoned with.
Are they still playing football come January?
Yes, the Detroit Lions will be in the playoffs. I can guarantee you that, and I'm pretty sure that they could possibly take their division if they keep playing right. They can give the Bears, Vikings, and the Packers a very big problem. You have to remember, who's their number one receiver? Megatron.
So breaking news here on the Real Sports Repo. Fines, suspensions, and loss of draft picks will be handed down to anybody who fakes an injury on the field. This coming after the Monday Night Football incident with Grant of the Giants laying down to stop the clock on a touchdown drive for the Rams. What is your take on the new rule?
The fines and the possible suspensions are perfectly fine, but to lose a draft pick over this, I think it's a little extreme. This is another thing that Roger Goodell is doing. It's going to make the fans not like him. He does a lot already that have given fans reasons to not like him, players reasons to not like him. He's only doing his job. He's doing what he sees fit to be able to run the NFL and to make it, a great league. But as far as some of these rules that he comes out with, I don't agree with losing a draft pick over that. A fine and a suspension, yeah, I can completely understand, but losing a draft pick over it, that's a little extreme.
All right, you've heard it here. We want to thank you for watching our Week 2 wrap-up here on the Real Sports Repo. But join us here on Friday when we will give the predictions and our thoughts on the upcoming games of the week. We'll also let you know where you can find them on what network on DirecTV. So for my partner, Dion Johnson, I am Josh Sears. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Friday.